So let me get you guys hipped on how I got into videography. Because I feel like everybody know my backstory about why I'm in this wheelchair. I'm pretty sure y'all haven't seen so much stuff of that. And but how I got into videography is that when I was younger, I did music a lot. I wrote music. I had my own little small little home recording studio. I was always surrounded by music. And that came from my brother and my cousin. Like, he used to do music all the time and I always wanted to write. But I was like one of the younger people in the crowd, so they didn't want me around them. So like I couldn't really get there because they was hating on me, like being a younger cat. But one day I just went to a studio with my cousin and my brother and I saw what they was rapping and stuff, and I was just like, man, I gotta try this, man. And I wanted to get in the microphone, but they would not let me get to that microphone. And I'm like, whatever. So I guess it came to a point where I had to prove myself. I wrote a rhyme, and I don't even remember what it was, but I wrote a rhyme, and I told my cousin, I'm like, let me just rap this in the microphone. He let me. I went in, I got the floor in a little bit, and he was like, okay, that's low key hard, you know. So after that, I was in the studio. Like, I was in there. Like, I didn't know nothing about like engineering, like the music or none of that stuff. I was just at the microphone. But my cousin, he was a busy person, so I couldn't really always go to his studio. So me and my brother started saving up money to get our own studio. Ended up getting a studio, and I just got to doing my little one too. Um, and then my injury happened down the line sometime, and I was trying to do music, and I just lost the feel for like actually writing. So I just wanted to produce the songs. Like I wanted to be like the audio engineer of it all. So went to school for audio engineering. The math was not my thing. I didn't even know you had to do math to become a audio engineer. I didn't like the math, so I didn't finish school. But they did put me inside of this class at Tri-C called the RAC class. I think that's what it's called. And for some reason, they put me in this videography course, like this film production course. And they had us put together like a film project, and I didn't know what to do. I was like my first time. I never thought about videography at all. That was not in my mind. Nothing. I lied to you. Not videography was not something that I wanted to do. I promise you. But they put me in the course. They had the class do this little, like I think like a 2 minute film or something like that. A 2 minute silent film. We had to do like a 2 minute silent film. It probably was longer than that. I don't remember. Probably like 5 minutes or something like that. Or yeah, something. I don't know. But I put it together, and then I presented it to the class. It was just me playing like the keyboard. Like I couldn't make the beat because we couldn't talk. It was like a silent film, but it was like me being frustrated that I couldn't get the notes right. And then I just got in tune with the beat. I made the beat right, and that's what the project was based on. I just put together a short skit of me being frustrated that I couldn't make a beat, and I finally was able to produce the beat, and the beat was incredible. So that's what I produced, and when I presented that to the class, everybody was like, "Yo, that was cool. That was dope. I like that." I was like, "Really? You like that?" That was crazy. I ain't like it at all. I just wanted to pass my class, right? But when I got that feedback, I just felt something on the inside. It was like God was speaking to me, like, "Yeah, this is going to be your calling." And I'm like, "For real, man? What?" But it stuck with me. I use financial aid, so when I got my financial aid money back, I went and bought me a Canon camera. I bought what I could afford off of Amazon. It was like this little bundle kit. It was a Rebel Canon Rebel T something. I can't remember, but I bought a bundle, and I just got to filming skits. Um, I started doing skits, and then after that, I met up with this dude that I went to Maple with. I knew him from Maple, Johnny Lumpkin, and he had this film project called Life Lessons, the movie. And I was like, man, you know what? I want to be a part of this. I was like, I want to do something. Like, let me just film like the behind the scenes. So, ended up linking up with him. I reached out to him so many times. He always left me on red. He left me on red. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He left me on red. But I was persistent. I was consistent. And I was like, bro, I was like, man, let me just come on set. Let me come on set. Boom. He invited me on set. Happiest dude ever. I'm sitting there getting my behind the scenes, and it was a lot of stuff that wasn't going right on set. Like, it was a lot going on set. But I ended up, the camera people that he was working with, everybody, it just didn't start. It didn't last.
Chance showed up on the last day with the last cast because he ended up hitting me up like,
Right.
hey bro, you think I could come and capture some behind the scenes? I'm like, yeah, come on through.
Mm-hmm.
He came there, it was a fucking disaster. Everybody, I quit. Nah, man, that's the last time I ever had with the last cast.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw it fall. I remember him giving me a phone call like, don't man, keep your head up, bro. You gonna do this shit.
Okay, so that was your business partner that you was bringing. Okay.
Yeah, Chance, the dude.
And
who
he
edited.
shot the whole fucking.
He shot majority all of it. Yes, from the wheelchair. Inspiring.
He's a bad
So,
motherfucker.
The club scenes, everything. From the chair. Inspiring.
I was like, you you lost your videographers, lost your talent. I was like, we can still do this, we can still make this happen. So it was Johnny Lumpkin, and then a good friend of mine, Smooth Gotti. He was there as well. He was like the co-producer of Life Lessons. I took y'all too deep into that. But music was how I got into videography. Like, it led me, school led me to videography. So that's how I got into videography. I don't want to lead you down that long road. That's a longer road. That's a documentary there. That is a documentary. But yeah. So that's how I got into videography, through just wanting to do music. But I know a lot of you guys want to know like some of the stuff that you need in order to begin a videography career. So number one, you need yourself a camera. So what I film with is what I'm filming on right now. Is the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I actually have two. This is my second one. I got a Mikey cinema lens, I believe, a 35 millimeter. Right now, I have a Sigma 18 to, I don't know. I'm sorry, I gotta look. I have a Sigma 18 to 55, 35. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I have a Sigma 18 to 35, which I'm currently using right now. You probably can see like this is like super crispy. My settings, I don't know why I have my settings on, but I use, as I said, a Blackmagic design camera. What I would say about this camera, you don't need to purchase anything like this, because this is going to cost you. It's going to cost you to get this to actually work how you need it to. So you can always start like small. You can get you like I said, I had a Canon Rebel. You can get you one of those. But I love this camera because like the quality, it gives you that cinematic. That let me make sure I'm still in focus. I actually have my monitor right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, because it's hard to tell like if your camera is in focus or not. But yeah, I use that Blackmagic. The only thing about these, I don't like the battery life on these. So what I purchased was a D-tap battery, and this can power this camera for about 4 to 5 hours, just depending on what you're doing. If that works for you, you can get two of these. I got two of these, and then I got another one, so I got three. So I'm good. Like, I don't have to worry about any battery life. But yeah, that's what I use. The Blackmagic. I use the D-tap battery because the batteries that actually come with the camera, or that you can purchase with, the batteries that you can purchase for your camera, they only last like 15 minutes. Like, Sometimes they die quicker than that. You put them in your camera, you film, 15 minutes, that boy dead. So you need something like this to actually hold you over. So yeah, I use, cinema lens, Canon, Black Magic. Also, I have a Tilta follow focus. So you can control focus or zoom. As you can see, I'm out of focus. And let's bring me back. I actually have a time where I should be in focus. Yeah, there we go. So I'm fully in focus now. So this is some of the stuff that I use. You don't have to get this. Like I said, you can get a pretty good camera that got great autofocus. This camera doesn't really have autofocus at all. Not at all. But quality makes up for this camera, which is why I love it so much. People always go with like Sony cameras, they're good at like nighttime. When you're filming at nighttime, cameras like these, they're not that good at filming at night, so you'll need lights and all sorts of stuff like that, which is going to cost you a lot more. But another thing I do is your phone. A lot of cameras have features where you can use your phone as a monitor hub to control your camera settings. So, for instance, right now, I can make another video like going over like how to actually set up your camera as well, so that way you can get a full walk down on how to control your camera and stuff like that. But let's see. As you can see right now, I have I turn my iris down so I can control through my cell phone. I could turn, you know, that's crazy. That's that's super overexposed. That's called overexposed. Yeah, I can do that. Another thing I use is a Ronin RS4 gimbal. This is just to like stabilize your camera and stuff like that. So like when you doing like moving shots or like I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't use like the full benefits of it, but it does help me. So like if I do got a whole shot, I'm able to hold my gimbal with my camera on in focus. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going through all that. I'm sorry. We can do that in the next video. I'll show you how to actually use this. But to begin filming, like all you need is a decent camera, a nice lens. You can get you a nice light, but you can always use natural lighting if you don't want to spend a lot of money. This is something else I use. I use a white balance card. So this helps you get your white balance. So depending on where you at, your camera doesn't always recognize the light perfectly. So having one of these, you can use this to let your camera know like, hey, this is what the balance is going to be like, so that the image is showing the correct exact image as what your camera sensor is picking up. But yeah, so all you need is a camera. Like I say, this camera here is a little expensive. So you can go on like Amazon and get you a cheap one for like $200, or go to get some used if you want. I just never got nothing used because I just feel like I don't know what the next person did with that camera or why they're selling it. So I prefer to just get it brand new. But don't listen to me if you got some money that you want to put aside for something used. You can get something used. But yeah, that's the story about how I became a videographer. I can give you guys a course on how to edit videos as well. That's something else that I'm going to be doing as far as like a post. But yeah, if you want to get into videography, let me know if you got any questions. I'll respond as quick as I can. And until next time, chatch. As J Jig would say.
I got a whole lot of cheese on my nuts. Look at that covered in garlic. That mean that money and flow like a pizza. I get it and split with my partners. Look here, I'm moving with flavor. My business, you can't even learn it in college. I've been through hell, I've been in this skillet with fire, and that's why I'm popping. Hold up, little homie, please don't get up on me. Don't mess up the aura, I ain't anybody. Do my little dance while I think I got goodness. They thought I was tripping or popping them.